absolute idiots have just got themselves into trouble. Mate, I can't believe they've just done that to me. So my buzzer starts buzzing and I think it's Lucy. So I'm like, oh shit. So I don't answer it. And then it starts buzzing even more. I look out the window and the police are like, can you let us in, please? I was like, what? Right? They walk into my house. They say, we need to search your property. I was like, what the fuck? They were like, is anyone here? I was like, no. I was like, no one's been here for like a few days. Then they said, we've had a phone call from you saying that your girlfriend is here beating you up. I was like, what? They were like, we've had a phone call from a number ending in 407. They rang saying that they're you. And we've had to blue light it here. I said, what do you mean? I said, that number's been phoning me all night. They said, okay, well, we're going to do a check from where the numbers come from. The numbers only come from Lucy's address. So I've just rang Lucy and her little friends and they're like, oh no, we haven't done nothing. We haven't done anything. Now the police are blue lighting it down to there because they said that when they phoned, there was screaming and banging and everything in the background. And because it was a 999 call, they now have to go down there and check they're okay. But they phoned saying they were me and gave my details. So I rang her brother and I was like, yo, you're going to have to go up there. He's now gone up there. She's sat there on the sofa with them getting pissed. And now the police are now blue lighting it down to Lucy's house. What the fuck? And I just phoned the 407 number back and her friend picked up after they just said to me on the phone that it wasn't them. Yeah, I phoned Tony. I had to phone my friend because I thought it was Lucy coming to do something to me. But it was the police. But now they've got themselves into trouble. Because now the police are blue lighting it down to Abergavenny. Because it obviously was a hoax call. They said they were me and that I was getting beaten up in my house. I can't believe that's just happened. One, why the fuck would you hoax call and pretend you're me? And two, why would you do that to me anyway? The police had to blue light it here because they got a 999 call from me, apparently. They said, oh, you've just phoned us. I was like, no. They were like, the number ends in 407. And I was like, that number's been calling me all night. It's Lucy and her little friends down there. They phoned the police saying that they were me, but the police said that in the back of the call, there was loads of shouting and screaming and banging. So they've had to 999 it here. So I phoned them on Facebook Messenger. I did go and order a cheeseburger, but then the police started ringing and banging my door and I thought it was Lucy. So I phoned my moderator and was like, I'm scared, I don't know who it is. And then I looked out my window and it was the police. But now the police have had to blue light it down to Lucy's house because they traced the number and it was her street. I said I don't know what their address is, but they said they've got the street. They still have to go down there. One, what the fuck were they getting out of doing it? They phoned the police and said that they were Rachel Skinner and that they gave my address and said I was being beaten up by Lucy. They had to come in and search my house. They were looking under the bed and in the cupboards and everything because they thought she was hiding here. But her brother's just gone up to the house and apparently she sat there and they're all laughing about it. And then when the police left, I phoned the number back that's been calling me all night with 470 or whatever it is, and her little friend picked up. So now they've got themselves into trouble. So it was her, yeah. Can't search without a warrant, but they did. They was checking in my cupboard and everything. They said I phoned them. They said you phoned us. I've blocked all the number. I blocked the number ages ago. They were phoning me. They were phoning me for ages. And I blocked it before I came live. They did. They came in and they were like, they've looked in all my cupboards and everything. I was on the phone to my moderator because I thought it was Lucy. I started shitting my pants. But the police were more, to be fair, they were more interested in the cats. I phoned her brother and said, the police are here. I've only just ordered my burger. I was in the middle of ordering it. And then my bell started going. They literally 999 called it. They said the only reason they were able to trace the street name is because they 999'd it. And they said they just blue lighted it up here from Abergavenny. But now they're blue lighting it all the way down into Abergavenny. And I just rang them and on Facebook Messenger. And I said, you do know the police are blue lighting it down to yours now because there was a 999 call saying that someone was in danger. But I don't get what they were trying to get out of it. Lucy is literally in her house, pissed on the sofa. Her brother's just messaged me saying that he's just gone up there and she's on the sofa. They've just told me on the phone that she's not there. It's basically a number ending in 470 has literally been ringing me all night and all day. So I blocked it and they haven't been able to call me since I've been on live. Then the police have just turned up at the door. We've had a 999 call from you. I said, no, I have. I said, what do you mean? They said, you phoned. They said, you are Rachel Skinner, right? I said, yeah. They said, you've just phoned us and said your girlfriend is here beating you up. I said, what the fuck? Then they said, oh, the number ends in blah, blah. And I said, oh. I said, look at this now. I said, that number's been ringing me all night. They said, well, that's where the phone numbers come from. That's the phone number. We'll trace what street it comes from. She then goes on her radio and then she says, oh, that's the street. And I was like, that's Lucy's, like, that's where Lucy and that lives. And they were like, oh, well, we have to blue light it to their house now because when they made the phone call, there was a lot of shouting and banging and screaming in the background like someone needed help, hence why they just blue lighted it here. So I rung her brother. Her brother's gone up there. Lucy sat there on the sofa with them thinking it's funny. And now they're going to get into trouble for doing that. Why the fuck would you 999 the police and say you're me? And say your girlfriend is in the house. You're in my house beating me up. When you're literally the one that's phoning. They're idiots for ringing 999 as well. Because that's, the police said to me, the police said, we can trace it because it was a 999 call. If it wasn't a 999 call, no, it's not my fault. And obviously it wasn't me. But the fact that someone's rang and said it was me, the person they said it was, and then the police are in here searching my house, like under my bed and everything. And in my cupboards and behind my shower curtain and stuff like that. I mean, to be fair, they did say the cats were really cute. I feel bad for them. They told me not to feel bad, but I feel so bad. They said we've had to blue light it here because it was a 999 call. So they said that someone called Lucy is here beating you up, but it was Lucy that made the call. I feel bad for the police. I feel bad for the police officers rushing up here thinking that I'm being beaten up. I said to him, I said, she hasn't been here for 3 or 4 days. She walked out on me 2 days before my birthday. But it's on them now. I've just spoken to them on Facebook Messenger. I said, you do know now the police is blue lighting it to your house, because they said to me, we've got to blue light it down to the area that's made the call in case someone is hurt. Because apparently they were playing a video or something of someone screaming and banging around. I shit myself. I thought it was Lucy. I thought it was Lucy. Not really, Leash, no. Your aunties just thought it's funny to ring the police saying that she's me and that she's apparently here beating me up. And now the police are blue lighting it down to Abergavenny because they've had to trace the call, where the call has come from, to make sure no one's in any danger. But I've just spoken to them on Facebook Messenger, and her brother has gone there. Apparently they're sat in the house watching a film and all laughing. It frightened me. I thought it was Lucy, so I phoned Tony, my mod, and she stayed on the phone. She stayed on the phone to me. Yeah, Leash. This don't sound believable. I just wanted to order a fucking I just wanted to order a cheeseburger. My mod Tony was on the phone to me. I said to the police, I said she'll probably be fine anyway. Oh, don't you lot say that I'm going to get in trouble now for I've rang them down in Aber and I said the police are on their way to you. They told me not to worry anyway. They told me not to worry. I know, I'm not stupid enough to think of a story like that in my head. I was literally just ordering a cheeseburger. And my bell started ringing, and so I rang my moderator who lives opposite me because I thought it was Lucy. And it turns out the police are like, we've turned up because you've made a 999 call to us. And then they just come in and start checking all my house. I don't know where the fuck she would fit in my house if I was going to hide her. They're like checking all through the cupboard and everything. No one's coming back. I'm not having anyone back. I haven't seen the girl or spoken to the girl. I was having spam calls before I came on live tonight.